Oke, lanjut ya. Oke, ternyata kalau mau ke Inazuma tuh jalanin misi Arkon ya. Oke. Oke, kita lanjut. Quest Arkon.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets he still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Ooh, Paimon supports that idea. Just the thought of it's so satisfying. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in.
Emang sulit ya ke Inazuma.
Why don't we ask someone
Udah
from
coba lah itu
Inazuma how to
Inazuma.
gain entrance?
Dari kejauhan siluetnya lah. Sebelumnya udah tak cobain lewat laut ya, pakai kaya dengan skillnya terus sampai tengah perjalanan baru mau mencapai mendekati ya doang. Itu tiba-tiba disambar petir gitu, terus jatuh. Habis itu dilempar lagi, langsung pindah ke loading screen, pindah ke liwe lagi. Ya intinya nggak boleh ke Inazuma tanpa mengikuti questnya, sebenarnya kayak gitu. Nggak boleh maksa lah gitu. Ya seperti kayak dulu pas ke Dragon Spine itu ya, nah nggak bisa langsung ke atas. Gimana nggak bisa langsung ke puncaknya, harus jalanin questnya itu.
Oh, Paimon spotted someone already! Atsuko in Lua Harbor! Let's see what she has to say!
Langsung ya. Yuk kita pergi ke Inazuma. 300 meter. Nyampe nggak nih? Pertama kita bangun.
Crumble!
Bro.
Quake! Lament! Useless!
Nggak nyampe kayaknya.
Boring!
Nggak nyampe dong. Oke, kita turun di kapal ini dulu, manjat tiang, terus setelah itu kita lompat lagi. Ampun, ini amat. Udah. Oh, napas dulu. Bentar. Oke. Udah ya.
Boring.
Kalau pakai ayaka pasti lebih gampang kayaknya lewat laut gitu. Tapi kan hasilnya mungkin sama aja.
Oh.
Nanti tengah-tengah perjalanan langsung di
Hello.
samar meledak gitu.
I mean, good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here.
Great! We came to the right person.
But the chance of success is.
Incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me. After I'd escaped their clutches,
Pas kesana
I
itu
floated on
tiba-tiba
the open
mendung,
ocean
tiba-tiba
for
badai gitu.
I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I. But to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous.
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and
Kanjo Commission?
along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, and even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation, but if you really are set on going,
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous.
that's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. Their voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
Bicara
But it's an
Provido.
armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beidou, then the hardest part will be out of the way. The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain.
Oke, kita ke Beidou di Gunyun Forest. Nah, itu kapalnya. Tuh, kalian lihat. Nah, itu. Yang di depan ini bukan. Ini kapal buat para konglomerat. Di sini. Oke. Kalau pakai Ayaka bisa ngedash, muncul-muncul jadi es lautnya, terus ngisi energi lagi sampai full, ngedash lagi, terus gitu aja terus sampai nyampe gitu. Kan enak ya. Dan terus kita di sini oh iya. Ini kebetulan apa ini kok aneh ini. Ada batuan oh iya kan ya kan, I know that. Sesuatu yang aneh bentuknya itu kan aneh gitu ya, kelihatan ini ada sesuatunya, ada apa-apanya lah kayak gitu juga. Fuck. Shit. Jadi buat jebakan. Oke. Nah kayak gitu juga itu, nah itu aneh juga, itu nggak tahu fungsi buat apa. Oke, sekarang kita buat lompatan jauh-jauh.
Useless.
Kita akan membujuk Beidou, kapten kapal. Nah itu kelihatan kan ada itu pulau Inazuma, kepulauan mungkin ya tepatnya. Oke, Beidou, where are you? Dia tadi juga. Wow.
What in the world do this
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatui and Osile, right?
Reputasi Ulman juga ya.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said.
Yep, that's me.
She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing,
Itu.
I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being.
Angin dan bumi.
You
tapi
two
juga
give off
bintang.
not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of
Aura angin dan bumi.
Yes.
Artinya kita kan
the
bisa,
stars.
karakter utama ini kan bisa
The fragrance
ganti-ganti
of
vision ya
Lego?
dari bumi
That's
ke
the
angin.
weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Dan ini
Pay it
ada
no
aura
heed.
bintang.
I mean only to
Jadi
say
ada
I am
sesuatu
certain
sama
that
Paimon.
it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
I prefer other means of entertainment.
Entertainment.
This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a
Kazuha.
temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Penyair, penyair.
Oh, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents.
Oke.
There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Dua, kamu tidak boleh ikut serta kalau punya vision. Kalau tidak, nanti semua jadi berat sebelah. Iya sih, nggak adil gitu ya. Kalau punya vision. Aku tidak punya vision, tapi aku bisa menggunakannya.
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I
Elemental
see
energy.
it, a vision is a badge of recognition
Angin,
from the
bumi,
gods.
listrik.
So if anyone's able to
Tenang.
rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Anjir. Vision tidak ada gunanya untukku.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Nah, kalau gitu sih gampang.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Levelnya pada petir. Oke. Main buka tas, bego. Buka map lah. Oke. Kok jauh ya? Hah? Jadi kita ikut turnamen nih, gebuk-gebukan sama orang gitu, tanpa skill, tanpa vision, mungkin kayaknya gitu ya. Oke. Ini renang apa gimana? Kita pakai cara lama.
Crumble!
Lompat, panas, terbang sejauh mungkin, lalu kita berenang. Nah gini nih, kalau punya Ayaka, aduh, gampang banget nih. Tinggal dash, muncul-muncul udah jadi es, airnya fuck, nyampe kan, tambah energi.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Jinyu, siapa Jinyu ini?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so,
So you're also here for the tournament?
you better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as... For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Tualang, pahlawan.
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be.
Okay.
I am looking to become a perfect person.
Oke.
I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, a vision
fish.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric Stasik. I seem to have gained another fan. Don't let my... Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get...
Okay. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Then what should we meet now? Oh. Butterfly. Where's butterfly? Minute.
Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
Okay.
The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Aku mantan juara pertandingan. Mantan juara. Mantan.
Aha! Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them.
Okay.
I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Kadangnya hebat.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2 to 1, but I still got... I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course. But the fact remains that I did
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of chill...
Okay. Good luck. No.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are
Lingshan.
both proud disciples of his.
Who's that? I don't know. Clan Lingshan. No.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for it.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have no...
There's a tuition fee?
Kayak latihan.
Of course! This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we
ada
are,
yang
having
bener
trained
nih,
under him
pertaruhnya.
directly all this time without even a hint of... Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Oh, semangat ya.
See you in the arena.
Oke. Udah. Sekarang kita
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego,
langsung naik
some
egois,
gullible
bakal
guys
sangat
paying
paham
way
kelas
too much
kungfu,
for their kung fu
sampai
classes,
sepertinya
and
biasa saja.
another guy who's just really average.
Gak ada yang bener kan ya? Bener.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're
Sarapan
signed up.
jogging si village.
Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they trying to enter the club?
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient... It's really her!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
Anjir, langsung.
I trust you
Sok-sokan.
are aware that
Paham
only
aku.
those without visions can enter the tournament?
Aku tidak punya vision.
Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable, face off against all
Punya
sorts of
vision
monsters,
tapi bisa
even the
mengendalikan
Fatui,
elemen.
and always come out on
Itu
top.
masalahnya.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a... So far, I've got defeated the
Dimulahkan
ancient
dia
god of
pakai
Sayo,
masa.
so that's one.
Apa masih
Do
ada yang
you
lain?
have any others?
Harbinger menyelamatkan kembali akal.
Yeah,
Aduh.
and also a dragon too. Put down battle with storm terror.
Whoa.
Might as
Right.
well declare her the champion already.
So wongong.
I wonder if it's too late to withdraw.
Okay, that's plenty. Actually, this is the most dazzling track record I've ever seen. Right, your registration is complete. Now, a brief word about the prize. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament and claim the grand prize, namely, a vision.
Vision.
Oh, we're not
Apa itu?
here for
Elemen
that.
apa itu?
We're here because Captain Beto promised to take us to Inazuma.
There's another prize, too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous?
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance then? Well, I'm sure a great hero has an important reason for being. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Oke.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without. All right, it's showtime.
Oke. Nggak boleh pakai
You
skill
seem
ya
like
kan?
you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me in.
Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this game.
Almost
Our
perfect.
next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament.
beda.
Her first bout begins now.
Come on, let's go sign up.
Nggak pedang Jur.
You're
Beling
the
Jur.
hero they're talking about?
Beling Jur.
How am I supposed to win now?
Oke, kamu hit saya. Kamu hit saya. Oh. Imut banget gimmicknya. Hit. Aduh, imut banget. Imut banget. Nggak boleh pakai skill. Pakai pedang.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
Pede banget gitu.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style, too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And so come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how to aptly You fought well.
All right then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but, you know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liu was here. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, for one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you straight through to...
But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a...
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the...
To be fair...
All right, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there.
Oke. Tadi kan
We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower... Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that...
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest that you...
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game.
Don't worry. Take some time to compose yourself.
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The
Kucing.
semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Iya kan. Iya kan.
It's a fury.
Udah, gitu doang. Ya ampun. Buka hitam. Ya, ya, ya. Anjir, langsung hilang. Ninja semua aja di sini.
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, Paimon was a little... If you had a vision, you definitely...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend... I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the god.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign up?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with
Karena
today's
jarang sekali
outcome.
bisa kalah seperti ini.
Wow. Now that's true strength.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have, so don't get too...
Lincah. Oke.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round. Paimon...
Ah, it's you! I watched your match. I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable... I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off with physically strong opponents. But still, I'm sure he'll be no match for you.
Oke. Ya, tanya-tanya ke orang-orang ini lagi dong.
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he had... Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of... Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm...
Oh, alright then. Hope you're...
Thanks, I'll do my best.
Bodoh.
We still haven't got any useful information yet.
Cantol.
Maybe we can go talk to Beto. Surely she...
You gave an outstanding performance. Truly commendable.
Ya, oke.
I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt, and managed to claim victory over your opponent.
Kamu jadi
That is,
juga.
in fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round.
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of...
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup.
Jadi kalau di Inazuma temanya Jepang, di Liu itu
don't really
temanya
sound like
Cina,
someone who's
terus di
used to waving
Mondstadt
a
itu
sword
temanya kayak
It
pertengahan
is
gitu.
true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing... Given your talents, a few hints from me will be...
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. Besides, our favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such
You betcha! Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sent... Come with me. Some post-match and...
Hancur betul nih. Banter deh kalau aku. Tai. Paling males mengaku. Teleport aja. Oke.
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements, and not just a single element.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've...
That's right.
Angin, wow.
If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, let's just say, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental... When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind, It is things of this nature that I also hear from within.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow
Kayaknya
Paimon
memang.
still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your
Negligible.
incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent, like that of some mysterious being.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell. It's weird.
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? Extraordinary. So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Ilmu dari Paimon.
Aw,
So,
it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may... Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. Now then,
anjir, kita tarung dong sama Kazuha. Benar nggak? Oh itu.
I will have order. Gather.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Wah, maksudnya. Belum mati. Belum mati dong.
Animal test 6308.
Kalahkan promosi itu menjadi pengeluaran.
Absorption test.
Ini harus pakai MC apa gimana?
Burn.
Main karakter tuh gimana?
Order guide you. Solidify.
Stand clear. Absorption test.
Nggak usah pakai main karakter. Bingung gue tadi.
your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's... Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance. He relies entirely on the element of surprise. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points,
Makin penasaran.
then his
Dibuat
attack
makin
should
penasaran.
pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be the world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed
Angin
with
ya,
visions.
Kazuha.
But don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions. My apologies. You must be complete for allowing me the honor of witnessing your mystical ways. I am willing to answer any questions you may have regarding... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is current. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions in the outset. Supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro Archon now doubt these criteria? Not to mention, with no new Electro visions having been granted for such a long time, it would...
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relent. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to it? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Dihubung-hubungin.
Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
Aku tidak yakin.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to the time for your match.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about...
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well.
Oke, very well. Balik lagi. Oh, selesai quest. Masuk arena kalau final. Oke, tadi kita sudah dikasih ciri-ciri petarung selanjutnya ya. Ya, niatnya sih untuk membuat kita penasaran gitu. Musuhnya habis ini adalah orang yang sangat lincah. Kamu harus berhati-hati bla 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 gitu. Kira-kira siapa musuhnya?
Stand clear!
Salah. Musuhnya Bedo. Bedo kan punya vision, nggak boleh.
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, we've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match.
Crux Clash.
We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at now I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation, she strikes fear into the heart of Osile, and the mere mention of her name causes even Fatui harbingers to turn pale in the face. Introducing Liua's traveling hero.
Wow!
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure
Langsung besar
everyone
kepala.
witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up a notch. As for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
Amin, dia salah ingat kebenaran Amin, dia takut nanti berhancur.
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
Wait a moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with...
Oh, ada yang salah nih guys. Hadiahnya apa? Hadiahnya kenapa hadiahnya? Hilang.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal it? Who would...
We don't know when it was taken exact.
Ini
I
finalisnya
never
ini.
thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beta.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand... The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I can sense the winds are coming.
Oke, kita lanjut guys sampai jam 4 aja. Ini ada urusan.
Boring!
Kenapa ini? Ada angin.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there we can continue our search for clues.
Fatui.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
Wah,
I heard the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly.
Conquering! Here!
ada have
Worthless!
time for you.
Boring! Worthless!
Oh, belum ada
Can't run from
sayang.
death.
Yang gelundung satu.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me.
The fuck.
There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Udah lama nggak main ini, jadi agak aneh.
Useless.
Kurang dikit, nggak apa-apa. 3, 2, 1, fuck. Nggak bisa guys. Periksa.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
The
You can hear
fuck
that too?
lagi.
What does it sound like?
Allah ya kan.
Hubris.
Angkut.
This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Salah lagi. What the fuck? Nggak perlu.
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Duh. Lah.
Hubris.
Cek. Balen.
This way.
Jangan ngelingin itu ay.
The winds are guiding us forward.
Yeah.
The culprit is on the
Wait.
opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Terus itu gimana?
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Solidify!
Animal test 6308.
The hunter.
Stand clear.
Keren. Ketemu petarungnya nih. Digelut ini. Siapa itu?
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
Janji.
The wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems additionally your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And in other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand
Dan
heist.
kaya.
Name.
You.
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine. I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting
ini
contest was
binatang.
full of a bunch of loud...
Aha! So you were supposed to be our opponent.
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up.
Langsung adu
After
kali.
watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a
Kalau
chance.
kalah.
But I wasn't about to give up on the vision, so since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you. I was convinced I'd prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch. After all I went through to get it? I think not. Really? Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't act.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing
Anjir.
is breaking the culp.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation of the
Anjir.
captain of the Crux. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a...
Whoa,
Wow,
we
wow,
don't need
wow.
to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll
Anjir.
risk a fight.
Anjir, langsung. Akhirnya gelut. Panah dong. Tuh.
Animal test 6308.
Here's something special, Verdigers.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
This is
Meteor.
order.
Sangat nggak adil.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their fate. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No, no need for that. Thank you for releasing.
Order kabur pecah kaca.
Paimon doesn't get it.
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear.
Nggak aktif
But
tadi.
unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawake. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured, come, why don't you give it a try?
Biar aku
Let-
coba.
The vision didn't.
I see. So you are also... No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend.
Oke, cerita guys. Once upon
He
a
was
time.
once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature that lies along the way, while still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Do not let my feelings trouble you, but thank you.
Oke. Lanjut guys. Anjir, jalan lagi dong. Lah kan tadi ke angin sini terus ke angin sini. kata ikan. Oke, habis quest selesai. Next kita lanjut ke part berikutnya. Gap. Oh bener tuh.
Useless. Boring.
Huh? Did Beta leave already?
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off.
It's not unusual for the...
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus the wicked idea. In which case, the Crux clash comes to a clear-cut...
Huh? So that's what... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not like this.
it doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure she received... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued by a... In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across...
Paimon believes you'll find a way.
Thank you. May both our journeys... One final word of warning. The part of your journey that lies after the storm may...
Oke guys, itu ya. Jadi itu chapter 2. Quest selesai. Adalah yang berbentuk dengan teman-teman kelas kamu adalah seorang juara. Kita dulu. Tadi apa? Ini. Ya ampun. Nggak ada bintangnya loh. Ya. Exactly. Oke, start. Oke, berapa kali menjalankan quest lain? Oh. Oke, ini nggak bisa dijalankan soalnya mungkin ada hubungannya sama quest story kayaknya. Nah mungkin kayaknya kalau hubungannya kalau dia. Oke, quest story. Kalau nggak Zhongli atau yang satunya itu siapa itu? Apa ini? Aku baru tahu. Jadi gini guys, awal kan kita storynya tentang ya ini kan story. Nanti tadi itu yang buka Zhongli sama Ganyu udah, Xiao udah kayaknya. Bentar. Belum. Ya pokoknya inilah Zhongli. Oh tahu. Ustad di gue ini cuma saya nggak paham. Oke. quest story. Oke, kita lihat lagi nih guys. Kan di sini ada quest story. Ini ada Zhongli dan Eula. Mungkin kayaknya Zhongli nih yang bikin kita nggak bisa lanjut. Soalnya ada di quest ini. Capture History Antiqua. Dan ini belum saya lanjutkan. Capture Apros Delos. Ini nggak mungkin. Semua udah selesai tadi. Nah, salah satu sama Noel satu lagi. Semuanya udah selesai. Jadi quest story untuk ini Approach Delos untuk Zhongli dan History Antiqua untuk Eula. Oke, dari next kayaknya tak skip aja yang Zhongli ini ya. Dan jadi next video kita lanjut ke quest Archon. Oke. Ini apa? Oke, that's all. Thank you for watching and see you in the next